And welcome back. Well, we all know how a song has the ability to transport us to a different time and place and stir up emotions that have long been forgotten. That power of music has been proven to help people with dementia and Alzheimer's too. Joining us now from SYNERGY HomeCare, where they incorporate music into their daily caregiving, is president and owner Ruth Busalacchi, along with Teresa Wendelberger, who is a music therapist and client liaison. And then on the end here, we also have Joanne Pier, who is a caregiver for her husband. Thanks so much for being here, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
I love this topic so much. I told you I have a family member who's a music therapist. I love music in my own life, and I see the power of it. How do you guys, and why do you incorporate it so much? Because what I've heard from some of your information here is it has the ability to almost wake up parts of our brain, and that can be incorporated in those with dementia and Alzheimer's.
Absolutely. When our caregivers are providing care in someone's home, we want to make sure that they're engaged, that they're having conversation, and that they're feeling productive in their world. And so music can sometimes be that tool to wake up a conversation, tell them a little bit about themselves, improve your mood. Yeah. You know, music absolutely, and even motivates us to exercise. It really gets you going. So we really believe in the power of music in the caregiving role.
It's so true. You're a music therapist.
Yes.
And so you use this every day in your work. How do you see it affecting people? Because I know it affects your own life.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it was really interesting. I had a great example story this week that occurred. I met with a family that I was signing up, and part of my role is going in and doing the business of getting people on board and finding caregivers. And so I went into this house, and I was running a little bit late, and the family was all there waiting for me. Mom has dementia, and the family has been working really hard trying to keep her living home and safe, and it was so exciting. So we were doing the paperwork, and I watched Mom begin to kind of withdraw. And so I turned to her and I asked her, what kinds of things do you enjoy doing? She wasn't able to answer me. So at that point, the daughters started kicking in and talked about things like, Mom, you love church, and Mom, you love to go to the movies. And Mom wasn't responding much to that. But then another daughter started to sing, and she sang, gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. And guess what happened?
She perked up.
She not only perked up, she started to sing. And the whole table, there were 3 daughters and myself, we all started to sing, and our toes started tapping and our hands started clapping, and some people started snapping, and we all sang. And you know what happened to her is she went from kind of here to here, and she was smiling and she was singing and she knew every word, and her voice got a little bit stronger. And it was amazing. All of a sudden this beautiful woman became the matriarch of her own table. She was at the head of the table, but now she was in control of the table. And it was just the coolest thing. She had made great eye contact with her daughters. They all started to relax, which was beautiful, and I was relaxed. We all were able to finish the process of the nuts and bolts of signing people up in a really fun and beautiful way.
Such a connection that it brings to people, and you see it every day as well, Joanne. So here you are doing some music, Teresa. It's really great. But Joanne, you sing with your husband. Your husband has dementia.
That's correct. We joined a chorus about 3 years ago that was designed specifically for people with memory issues and their care partners. And we are a good example of all that Teresa just said, is coming together, and people might start out slumped in their chair and not being too interested, and then the music begins. And it's just amazing how the two groups, care partners, if you will, and the people with memory issues, and as one of the directors said, oftentimes you can't tell which group is which. Everybody is so affected by the music and so delighted in being able to sing with others, and it's the gift
Yeah, it really is a gift. And for you, as a spouse of someone who's going through it, I can imagine when you see that, you know, that light in his eyes and that connection that the two of you share in that moment, that's got to be very meaningful.
It is, and connected to Teresa's story, he's singing White Christmas solo for the 3rd Christmas concert this year, and I didn't think he'd be able to do that any longer. When we get into rehearsal, he can't say the words to White Christmas, but he sure can sing them.
Wow. I love it. You guys, I think it's just such a testimony to what music does for all of us. It's a universal language that connects every single one of us, and it really does unlock parts of our brains. So if you want to learn more about Synergy Home Care, the power of singing together, there's a free resource and funding assessment. You can call today at 414-763-8368. If you feel like you're missing those moments with your loved one, this may help you reconnect. SynergyHomecare.com. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.